Dial star 515 hash to subscribe.
Hello and thanks for joining us for the news update. 2 men are dead, several others injured, and more than 15 houses were burnt down during a recent ethnic clash in Tabobil, Western Province, between Enga and Hela group of people. According to Assistant Commissioner of Police for Border Command Peter Philip, the fight started on Saturday, November 25th over Betelnut. Philip said it was alleged that a Hela man accused an Engan woman, suspecting her for informing the police, who then removed and confiscated his contraband items containing Tekula beer and Betelnut. He then threatened her with a bush knife at Back Corner area, which resulted in retaliation by her family.
Successfully, but those things that happen, we expected to happen. We are living in this space of time where there's a lot of disharmony and disorder in the community. So we are a country known for ethnic clashes, and having no respect for rule of law. People take alcohol as an excuse, as far as the law is concerned. Drunkenness is no excuse. So, but we've managed. A lot of major crimes involving alcohol-related firearms and this. It's across the nation. It's not in one particular province.
As a kind gesture towards the ongoing Christmas and New Year security operations, one of Medang's oldest and leading supermarkets, Anderson's, has donated food rations to Medang Police. The Defence Force and Correctional Service have joined hands to assist police maintain peace and order in the province this festive season. Anderson's Foodland Medang branch manager, Andrew Thorne, yesterday donated food items to the operations team, who have been combating the law and order issue within town and the districts. Mr. Thorne hopes that this partnership established can set the precedent for further ongoing support in the next year and onwards as part of their obligations to the community in promoting effective policing. Medang PPC Acting Superintendent Robert Baim thanked Anderson's and vows to ensure that Medang is restored to its originally beautiful Medang iconic name for business investors and everyone living in Medang Province. PPC Robert Baim appreciates the gesture and looks forward to the business partnership in the next year as well. An assessment report prepared by the Disaster Office in Medang revealed that up to 400 households were affected during the recent flash floods at Ambanob LLG of Medang Province. In assisting those affected, the Provincial Disaster Office and the Medang Provincial Government have distributed bales of clothes as of Sunday, 17th December. Provincial Disaster Director Rudolph Mongali says 40,000 kina worth of bales of clothes, equivalent to 100 bales, will be distributed within all the communities affected. The first batch of 10 bales were dropped off at various villages within the Ambanob LLG, with more yet to be distributed. Mr. Mongali, with Project Officer from the Governor's Office, Stanley Soma, advised the communities that food supplies and other assistance will be delivered as soon as more funding is sought through the Governor's Office.
Garden Kasi is not talk na mitong you or them. Time online no stop na, wali ko ka. Bino cross bibla ipagra por sani bibla bagra no ibla karem beli gam. No God. Mino mas karem gam too. But me like me carry gam because look savelo talk sorry you me can pass them. Pane governor. So em mo lo talk sorry you blang. Bialos na now, long garden em kai by kam.
Currently, the communities are still trying to pick themselves up and continue normal lives. However, it has been very difficult without cooking utensils, better water sources, and no gardens for food. The communities were urged to share all items in the bales as equally as possible so that families are not missed, as well as to avoid quarrels amongst themselves over the items.
Community la yupla bagaraplo warayam amas la second bell comes start la yupla sim namel yupla serim lo yupla lautlan yupla werim nardal look sabelo side lo gadem disla bagarapem time mora lo liglik mani now by mi pani mandal rice yupla tu na yupla kambe kosem na gim lo yupla dan liglik look sawem pes yupla gim au close on yupla pastem la werim na stop na yupla pani liglik
They were grateful for the clothing supplied but have stated to wait patiently for food rations from the government.
Thank you, appreciate governor want them office for disaster law. Helping community have a disaster office too law. Want them support the community blo mipla. Kat bipla mamas ni hope tisla ba helping plant the community. Or beginning of mama or get a local splongol on this la. Been affected. Thank you, Lord.
On December 15, 2023, the National Court, led by Justice Derek Hartshorn, granted approval for PNG Air's debt restructuring scheme under the Companies Act 1997. This decision, obtained without qualification, signifies a transformative step for the airline. PNG Air is now set to strategically expand and rejuvenate its fleet, aiming to establish itself as the preferred domestic carrier. The approval reflects the expeditious nature of the proceedings, and the airline expresses gratitude to creditors and the community for their support. PNG Air reaffirms its commitment to exceeding customer expectations, pledging safe, reliable air transport with quality service at competitive prices. The future journey is one of anticipation and strategic growth. Minister for Information and Communications Technology Timothy Masiu is urging for more regional collaboration to combat the rising tide of misinformation and disinformation in the digital age. Recently, Masiu addressed a seminar on transcending disinformation in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where he presented PNG's opportunities and challenges in digital transformation. According to Masiu, a government social media management desk is said to be established with the removal of 3,000 fake government accounts and fake news and the development of a national media development policy. Minister Masiu also highlighted the role of media literacy and ethical journalism in the fight against misinformation. About an hour's drive south of Cairns is the town of Innisfail. Heavy rain following Cyclone Jasper has left a muddy mess behind, but the cleanup is underway.
This is Jodrell Street in Innisfail. Residents here will tell you they're the first to go under when the Johnston River rises, that they're used to the mud and the smell and the cleanup that follows. But although they braced for Cyclone Jasper, nothing could have prepared them for the torrential rain and flash flooding that followed.
Stressful. We thought it was going to get up to the house. It came up 3 times quicker than the last flood.
Yesterday morning at 4:30, this road was clear. Less than 10 minutes later, there was meters of water streaming through these houses. People rushed to get their belongings to higher ground. Washing machines and dryers were taken away with the torrent. Fisherman Daryl Mason used his tinny to do a lap of the block, saving neighbours and a dog before he stopped and watched the water roll in.
Some of these poor people here, they didn't even have a chance. People across the road lost cars, neighbours lost cars. It just come that quick, it was just unbelievable.
Residents have now begun the mammoth task of cleaning up, while they hold out hope that no more rain falls in coming days.
In sports, cricket PNG has announced a robust 14-player squad for the Pacific Cup in Auckland, New Zealand from January 14th to the 22nd, 2024. Brenda Tau takes over as captain from Kaya Arua, who continues to play a vital role. The Lewas, ranked 11th globally, aim to build on their success under new leadership. Matches against New Zealand, Maori, Samoa, Cook Islands, Vanuatu and Fiji await with a focus on gaining ICC Women's T20 international rankings points. The Lewas journey includes a pre-tournament camp in Napier, emphasizing the importance of strengthening ties with Pacific nations. And that ends our news update. Join us at 6 for more.